West Virginia fans fear that NIL will cause the Mountaineer program to fall further behind others in recruiting and in program building and even in winning. Well, the news that just came out yesterday reinforces those fears, could hurt the West Virginia program even more. Let's talk about it. What is up, college sports fans, fellow members of Mountaineer Nation? This is Couz, and welcome to another edition of Couz's Corner, where I'm pouring you out shots of top-shelf college sports content. And what makes it top shelf is not me, but it's you, the Couz's Corner family. I always appreciate the support. Couldn't do it without you. I appreciate all the cool comments you always leave. Sometimes you educate me on things that I didn't know about. And that's what makes this so enjoyable, and that's what makes this work. I really appreciate it, and that's that you continue to support my channel. Now let's get on with the show. NIL. It's the big talk around college football. Schools like West Virginia, other programs like it, are worried that we may fall behind because we feel like, we're in a smaller market. We don't feel like we have the large money donors or as many large money donors as all of these other schools have. We don't have as many businesses that can afford to do big NIL deals, so on and so forth. We do have the Country Roads Trust that was formed recently. It's an NIL collective started by Oliver Luck and Ken Kendrick, part owner of the Arizona Diamondbacks. I hope this Country Roads Trust has really deep pockets because they're going to need it to compete with what's going on in the landscape today. First, we heard about the $8 million man, the high school recruit that signed an $8 million NIL deal. It's believed it was done by a collective associated with the University of Tennessee. That has not been official. That's just what's being reported in the news, and that's the rumors that's going around. And, we already feel like we can't compete with that as West Virginia fans. Well, now the news broke that Adidas has opened up NIL to any student athlete who plays for an Adidas-sponsored school. So, for example, if you play football for a program that is sponsored by Adidas and wears Adidas uniforms, any student athlete in that program is available for NIL deals through Adidas. This is huge, folks. Adidas, one of the largest sports apparel brands out there. They're right up there with Nike, and now Under Armour starting to also be part of that. But this is huge, and they're the first major brand to do this. Up until now, brands had been reaching out to individual athletes here and there, but this is huge. Any athlete that plays for any of these programs are available. That opens NIL up to over 50,000 student athletes across college athletics. 50,000. Some of the schools, just a brief list of a few schools that are affiliated with Adidas: Indiana, Kansas, Louisville, Miami, Texas A&M, and Arizona State. Obviously, Texas A&M just came off recruiting the largest class in school history, one of the largest ever, since they've been keeping track of recruiting data or recruiting rankings. Obviously, Kansas affects West Virginia because they're in the same conference. I mean, Kansas is already great in basketball. Adidas was already paying Kansas players. I guess now they can just do it legally. But that's a whole discussion for a whole other day. But, West Virginia obviously is affiliated with Nike. They're sponsored by Nike. All their apparel is made by Nike. Their uniforms are made by Nike. And Nike has yet to do this. Now, what worries me is if Nike doesn't follow suit with some sort of similar deal, schools like West Virginia who are have deals with Nike will get left behind, or Under Armour or any other school for that matter. So I hope one of two things happen. Either A, Nike steps up to the plate and does the same thing. I really hope that's what happens, and I think that Nike will. Nike's a well-run company. Phil Knight and his people are intelligent enough probably to see what's going on, and they're going to want to, they're probably not going to be given a choice but to react and do something similar if they want to stay competitive in the sports apparel, NCAA sports apparel world. But the other thing that could happen is West Virginia could, if Nike doesn't agree to do something similar, West Virginia and other schools could agree to leave Nike and go and start making deals with Adidas. Now, I hope that doesn't happen. Not that I'm a huge fan of Nike, but Adidas has some socio-political views I definitely don't agree with. They're promoting transgender males participating in female sports, which I'm totally against, as you can see by the video I posted a few days ago about the swimmer. I don't want to get off on that topic, but I don't really want West Virginia to be affiliated with Adidas, to be honest with you. Now, Nike is, they also have some views I don't agree with as well, but I'm really passionate about that specific view. But I digress. Hopefully Nike will step up to the plate and do something similar so that programs like West Virginia doesn't get left even further behind. Now, maybe this Country Roads Trust thing ends up being a home run. Maybe they end up having really deep pockets and being able to get a lot of the sponsorships for these players. I know they're starting their own podcast. I think actually today the first one will air. They're going to be talking with Neil Brown, Graham Harrell, a lot of West Virginia players and things like that. But, hey, it gives another platform for West Virginia Mountaineer athletes to get their name out, to take advantage of NIL deals and things like that. So, that's good for the program. And, hey, I look forward to tuning in to the podcast myself. I'm going to listen. So, listen, let me know what you think in the comments about this major NIL news. About Adidas stepping up to the plate and doing this major NIL deal here for all athletes associated with Adidas schools. Do you think Nike will step up and do the same thing so that West Virginia and other programs don't get left behind? And if not, what do you think? What do you think West Virginia should? Do you think West Virginia should look to switch over to Adidas? What do you think? I want to get your thoughts on it. I appreciate you tuning into this channel. I appreciate all your support. If you want to support me financially, there's ways to do that in the description box. You can purchase Fanatics gear. You can purchase something from Amazon. All you got to do is click the link, go to the site, buy something. Doesn't have to be the item that shows up. Just buy anything. I get credit. I'll get a little bit of commission from that, and it doesn't cost you anything extra than what you're going to pay for the item anyway. If you want to do online gambling through BetUS, you can do that as well. I'll make commission from that. You can support me through PayPal, Venmo, Cash App. Links, all those links are there. Join my Patreon page. Join Couz's Corner memberships right underneath the channel here, right underneath the video here. That's real easy. You can do that for a little $2.99 a month, and there's perks that go along with that. Or if you want to support me for free, don't want to buy anything, hit the red subscribe button if you haven't yet. Give me the thumbs up on this video. That helps out the YouTube algorithm. Share this with all your college sports-loving friends, especially if they love college football, because that's mainly what I do here. I will throw in an occasional West Virginia basketball video. I appreciate you tuning in. And as always, Q Country Roads.